bringing you events that are happening now in Ngee Polytechnic.
Hey everyone, I'm Beatrice from CTV, and on this episode of WhatsUpp NP, we will be featuring some events that have gone virtual since the COVID-19 pandemic. First up, we have Scarefest by our very own Film and Media Studies students. Let's have a look!
Okay, thank you, Swati and Lynn, for being here with us today. So, maybe could you introduce yourselves and maybe tell us more about how you were involved in this event, your roles?
Hi, I'm Swati. I'm the president of Stage 52 and I was the second in charge for Scarefest.
Hi, I'm Lynn. I'm vice president of Stage 52 and I'm the events IC for Scarefest this year.
So could you tell our viewers more about this event?
So basically, Scarefest is Stage 52's rendition of Halloween Horror Nights. It's actually the first event that we let our freshies and the new members plan with us. So it's supposed to give our members an insight of what really goes into planning an entire event.
That's interesting. Could you maybe tell us more about the VR experience?
So basically, we filmed the videos as a point of view. Our photo team, the photo and videography team, they actually built a helmet with a motorcycle helmet, and then they attached the camera. So when they filmed it, it was filming like eye level and what the videographer was seeing, so that our participants will have a point of view video.
Nice. Did you have like any hopes for the event? Like, what was your biggest hope?
For me, my hope was, and even though like Stage has done this event before many couple of times, like it's our first time doing everything the way that we did it, because we are transferring everything from in real life to online and making sure that our freshies, each individual like member and the participants each get like their own experience out of this, and making sure that nothing is lost, even though like we're moving it from online to in real life to online play. Yeah.
Last year we joined as members to plan as well. It was definitely a lot less work. I think last year we didn't realize how much work actually goes into it. But this year, when we were planning, how the whole flow goes and everything, I realized how much work goes into it behind the scene before we actually present it to our freshies. So it was definitely a different experience, a lot more tiring planning it as the expo and making sure that everything is in place so that our members can build on that.
Oh, that's nice. I think hearing from our experiences, you're really just surpassed the COVID-19 measures, and y'all did better than expected, and really kudos to the committee. And I think that's all we have for all the questions, but maybe before we end this, do you have anything you want to say?
Thank you to everyone who came for Scarefest and supported us. Thank you to them, and thank you to everybody who planned, all the freshies who signed up and the senior members. But a big shout out to my team. They did a lot of work, so shout out to them and my exco.
Okay, then I think with that, thank you for your time. Thank you so much.
Scarefest has always been a physical event, but with the team's attitude and drive, they managed to pull off a virtual one. Now, let's have a look at our next event, TEDxYouth at NP.
So my name is Cassandra. For this event, I was one of the MCs.
I'm Chia Chong-Lun. I'm more in charge of TEDx, organizing TEDx.
Could you tell viewers more about this event?
TEDxYouth is basically a really beautiful event that I was extremely excited to be a part of, because it brings these 6 speakers together to share insights and thoughts about different topics, especially in these times of the pandemic when it's very difficult and challenging. They each share about something that they hold really close to heart, and it was very touching and very emotional.
How do you feel about your first ever virtual TEDx? Do you think you had to compromise on anything?
I think one thing that I couldn't achieve this time around, because it was a virtual event, is that audience interaction, and that live aspect to it. Like I look forward to that live aspect when I get to interact with audience. But then at the end of the event, I actually weirdly enjoyed it because I think even though it was virtual, I started feeling a lot closer to the audience because they were leaving comments all the time throughout the whole event. It ended up being very, very fun.
Were there any other challenges you had to overcome?
Definitely experience it different because it's not physical, but because it's virtual, I think everything flows more simply and everything is shorter for them also. But I think the experience of experiencing in front of them live is just not there. But I think the message delivered will be stronger and more impactful because our speakers have the time to prepare and make sure that the video that they record is perfect.
Okay, so if you have any words to leave to our viewers who haven't watched TED Talk or haven't heard of them before, what would you say?
To open yourself up, to listening to different views. Because I remember last time I used to be like, okay, this is what the person thinks, not really my business. But I think TEDx, interacting with the speakers and stuff like that really made me more open to accepting different views, not just in Singapore but around the world also. And I think it's really important to open ourselves up to different perspectives.
Whoa! TEDxYouth and Scarefest were really awesome despite both events going virtual. Our Ngee Polytechnic students are truly unstoppable. Keep us in close tabs as we give you the latest updates and insights on what's happening around Ngee Polytechnic. See you next time! Bye!